Today we will study about the time to fall or time to empty a tank through an orifice at the bottom of the tank without the inflow. That is, no water flow in the tank. So we make the tank here. This is the tank. Let the initial free surface of water is here. At the bottom we have the orifice of area of cross section small a. Let the area of the tank is capital A. Area of orifice is small a. Let initial height of the water in the tank is capital S1. This water fall to this height. Let this height is S2. Let at any instant of time the water is at a level of height H from bottom of the orifice. In small interval of time, this water falls to height of dh. Water fall by small height dh in small interval of time dt. First of all, we will write the consideration here, an assumption variable. Consider a tank fitted with an orifice at the bottom of the tank. This tank may be cylindrical or rectangular. We will write the area of cross section of tank. Let capital A. Let area of cross section of this orifice is small a. Let this H1 is the initial level of water in the tank. This H2 is the final level of water. We have to find the time to fall from this H1 to H2 and also the time to empty the tank. Let this H is level of water at any instant of time. This height H is the level of water at any instant of time. This dh is the fall in level of water. Fall in level of water at a small interval of time dt. So we can calculate the volume of fall of water in small interval of time dt. That must be equal to the volume of water leaving the orifice. So volume of fall in level of water. Volume of fall of water in small interval of time dt. This is equal to V fall. Let this is V fall equal to area of tank, cross section of tank. Here we directly write capital A into this small height fall in level of water in small interval of time dt. This dh. This water level fall in dh amount of height of water fall when only the liquid flows out through the orifice. So we will calculate here volume of liquid flowing out through the orifice. This is equal to the discharge from this small orifice discharge into this small time dt. The discharge through small orifice is CD into this area of orifice into root under 2g into height up to the level of water, that is capital H is the height. This we already studied in the previous video. You can watch in there. Flow through the small orifice, discharge through the small orifice. This is, we substitute this here, CD into small a into root under 2g h into dt. This V fall is the volume of fall in level of water in small interval of time, and this is volume of flow liquid. Let this liquid is water. Here we can consider here this tank contain water. At the bottom of tank containing water, I already write here water. This is V lib, volume of water flowing out the orifice in small interval of time dt is discharged into small interval of time dt. That is, volume of fall must be equal to volume of water leaving the orifice. That is, V fall must be equal to V lib. We can equate this here. A into, I put here minus sign. I will tell later after writing this. Here negative sign is introduced because when water drop from this free surface to downward, the time increases. Suppose here at an instant the water is at level of height h. When water fall to dh, the time increases. We put here negative sign and we write here negative sign indicates height decreases with time. So we have to find the time t to fall in level of water from h1 to h2 and time to empty. So we solve for this dt, and this dt is equal to minus ADH upon CD into A into root under 2gh. We can write root under 2g into root under h. Now we integrate to obtain total time t. Integrating means summation. We can add this small interval of time to get whole time t. So we integrate here. Integrating from h1 to h2, this to this. Integrating from h1 to h2 where time varies from 0 second to t second. Initially this is 0 second when water is at level of height h1. Finally the time is t second. We have to find this t. When we integrate here, we can keep integration sign. This is 0 to t initial level of water to final level of water, h1 to h2. When we integrate this, we get t equal to this h1 and h2, and here is negative sign. We can use the property of definite integral. Let me show you here example. A to B x dx minus x dx equal to b to a x dx. Here we can see that the limit of definite integral is changed. We can say that if the limit of changes, the sign of this variable also changes. So we use this property here. So we can write h2 to h1. This negative sign is removed. A into root under h means h to the power minus h to the power 1 by 2. When this goes upward, this is h to the power minus 1 by 2 upon cd into a into root under 2g, and we have ds remaining here. This area of cross section of tank is constant. This area of orifice is constant for the tank, and for the orifice this coefficient of discharge is constant, and root under 2g is also constant. We have this h to the power minus 1 by 2 and ds. T equal to a upon cd into a into root under 2g. When we integrate this h to the power minus 1 by 2, we get h to the power minus 1 by 2 plus 1 upon this minus 1 by 2 plus 1 is plus 1 by 2. This limit from h2 to h1. We get here this time a upon cd into a into root under 2g. This h to the power 1 by 2, and when we substitute the limit here, we get h1 to the power 1 by 2 minus h2 to the power 1 by 2. This is the time to fall in level of water from this height h1 to h2. We have one result here, time to fall. For emptying of the tank, this h2 must be here, that is h2 must be 0. Here I rub this here and write the time to empty, that is the final expression here. For emptying of tank, h2 must be 0. When h2 is 0, we get t equal to a upon cd into small a into root under 2g into h1 to the power 1 by 2 means root under h1. This is the time to empty the tank from the initial height h1.